Hello class, this video is on the if statement, and we're going to also cover a few preliminaries ahead of that, relational operators and relational expressions. So let's shift over to the whiteboard. In Python, just like in all of the other programming languages, we use the same relational operators that you probably are familiar with based on earlier math experiences. Think about your previous algebra. Relational operators express the relationship between two operands. For example, if we wanted to see if one was larger or not, we can do that comparison, determine the relationship between those two operands, and come to some conclusion. The relational operators, you guessed it, you already know all these. Just as a quick review: greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. This is a new one. This is equal to. Normally, we would think that would just be a single set of, or a single equal sign, but it's not. The relational operator for checking if two things are equal, in other words, the equality operator, is two equal signs. Well, what is that then? That's going to be the assignment operator that we use to assign a value to a variable. So this is not a relational operator. The remaining relational operator is not equal to, which is going to be the exclamation point followed by the equal sign. Now, a relational expression is just two operands and a relational operator. A greater than B, that's a relational expression. C not equal to D. E less than or equal to F. All relational expressions. And every relational expression is always going to evaluate to either true or false. So remember that in your coding, that you must treat these as though it's a binary decision. It's either true or false, no other possibility. Now, the way we will use these in our if statements is that we will just simply wrap these in parentheses and put the word if in front of them and put a colon behind it. And now we've got a fully formed, very syntactically correct if statement header. So remember these two relational operators and relational expressions when it comes to if statements, because we'll be using those left and right. All right, well, let's get to the actual if statement itself. And this is going to be best described by a flow chart. And if we are, you remember flow charts, if we start here, we're going to end here and have a series of steps, some sort of algorithm in between. And if we ever have an operation that we do something, and then we have to ask some type of a question, where if it's the answer is yes, we go that way. If it's no, we go that way. So some sort of question here. And in flowchart terms, the diamond is used to express a question. And the if statement, if the question is true, well, then the control of the program is going to branch, and we're going to go this way. So if it's true, the control of the program ends up going that way. If it's false or no, well, then the control of the program keeps on going straight down. So maybe if it's yes, we'll do some other operation here, and then we'll come back and join the main line. So that is an if structure. And this would look very simple in our code. If we were to comment, I mean, if we were to try and code an if statement saying, is it raining? Maybe that could be the question there. Is it raining? Well, if yes, let's remind ourselves to wear a raincoat. Otherwise, we just kind of go on with our day. Well, if we were to control or to code this, we would put the question, is it raining here, in the diamond box right here, raining. And this statement here, if yes, go ahead and wear a raincoat, we'll put that right here. And now we can see how this if statement is going to start to take a structure. So let's whatever we code here, and block 1 would come up here. But when it finally comes then to this diamond where we have to make a decision, are we going to branch or not, we would just simply write if, and I'll put if rain is greater than 0.01 inches. That'd be a good way to figure out if it's raining or not, if the current rainfall is 0.01. If it is, well, then we put these colons, and then our code block indents, and everything in that indentation block is going to be executed conditionally if this if expression right here is true, or if this relational expression inside here evaluates to true or false. So in this case, if it evaluates to true, then we'll execute this stuff and we'll print something about our rain code. So if we were to put this into a little more well-coded, let's say that we've got a value of rain equals 0.05 in our code. And then we come across this, if rain greater than 0.01, then we could print something about bringing an umbrella. And then our code just continues on. If this expression is not true, well, then it is just bypassed completely. That's the beauty of an if statement. If the clause is not true, well, then we just skip it. So if it's not true, we just skip right here to this line here. And if it is true, well, then we're going to go ahead and execute this line, and then this line, and then we'll also execute that line since it's outside of the print block. And that's the if statement in a nutshell. I'll have a couple more videos for the variants of this here following here. So keep on watching. Thank you.